But now that I have this underdress that I just made, I would sleep in this, but I haven't yet. Actually, would I sleep in this? It's a little thick, but I haven't yet, so it's not technically a nightgown yet. I told my daughter I would wear this out with the right accessories, like a nice belt or whatever, and she was like, actually? Anyway, I don't know. The jury's still out on that. The quality of this sheet is wonderful. This is a bamboo bed sheet that I thrifted. It was in perfect condition, had no marks at all. But yeah, I made this out of that. This is something that I've been wanting to make for a very long time, the underdress or the chemise. This is the sheet right here, this bamboo sheet. It's so flowy and luxurious and soft. And look at that movement. Just look at that movement. It's great. The quality is superb. So I'm just ironing the sheet to get all the wrinkles out. And once I ironed it, it's almost like I never have to iron it again until I wash it. Because when I was working with this material, I was folding it, flipping it all over in different ways, and it stayed crisp. So I highly recommend bamboo sheets. That's going to be my next sheet set for my bed. And I took the bodice portion of a sewing pattern that I recently purchased from Etsy, and I just used the body part of it, not the sleeves. This top portion of the bodice I want to be a little flowy, so I'm adding a lot of extra allowance here. So you see that space from the front edge of the pattern to the edge of the fabric. I'm marking 16 inches, so it's 16 inches from the edge of the fabric to the edge of that armhole area on the other side. The back is not going to have that. It's just going to be straight, but I'm using the rest of this pattern piece to extend further down, like 56 inches from the shoulder, so that this thing is almost to the floor. And I need to extend the space, the width of it, because I want it to be fuller at the bottom, of course, so it'll be like a dress slash nightgown, because the chemise is kind of like a nightgown. And it's also called a shift, as far as I know. And so this is supposed to be sleepwear and an underdress for the overdress that you would put over it in the Victorian time period or Edwardian. I'm not sure if those words are interchangeable or whatever, but that whole look is what I'm going for. So I'm marking the bottom, I'm marking everywhere that I need to cut, and I'm just eyeballing this. It doesn't really, it's not that important because it's literally an underdress. It's not really meant to be worn on its own, although I'm gonna maybe possibly sneak a way to wear it out, because I'm just I cut those bodice pieces on the fold, and here I'm trying it on. I attach them together, and you see all that extra material at the front, which is where the gather is going to be. I'm just going to do a rolled hem, a double rolled hem, and allow space for a tie to be inserted. And what I'm using for the tie for the sleeves, as well as this middle section here, is going to be the ends of the sheet. So I'm not making special ties or anything. I'm literally just cutting off the hems of the sheet, and I'm using that to weave through the space that's going to be in that front section once I make that double rolled hem. And then I modified a billowy sleeve pattern that I already had. It's actually something I've used many times. It's by Dressmaking Amore or Dressmaking Amore. It's the Melody dress. So it's usually like a very billowy sleeve. I just pulled it in on the sides, made it less billowy, and then I extended the pattern piece by like 4 inches because I needed additional length. And then I'm going to attach the sleeves, but before I attach the sleeves, I'm inserting a strip of material over at the bottom, like right above the 4-inch line from the cuff, and I'm going to insert this strip of material, which is going to act like a tunnel for the tie. And then I'm just going to close up the sleeve as normal and attach it. And then for the bottom of the dress, I didn't want to lose any length, so I didn't want to hem it, but I just did that strip of material like I've done for other projects where it's not technically bias tape, but it's like a long strip of material that acts like bias tape around the whole bottom of the dress. And then it's all done pretty much. So I'm going to style it now, and I'll show you what it looks like by itself. But again, I probably wouldn't wear it out. Likely it'll be an underdress, but I'm going to show you what it would look like if I did wear it. And if you want to see what it looks like with the overdress, then I'll link that video below. Thank you so much for watching. I'll see you in the next one.